Warning. If the topic of psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offends you, I want you to stop watching this video. And if you want to continue, you must agree never to use this knowledge to hurt women. Deal? Great. Let's start. Alright, let's be completely honest here. Getting dumped sucks. No matter how hard you try to sugarcoat it, it's plainly one of the most excruciatingly painful things a man will go through ever. I mean, no one wants to go through the pain of a breakup, right? But you know what makes breaking up worse? When it comes right out of the blue. One day you're loving life and in a perfect relationship, and the next day she's packing her things and taking that sweet ass out the front door. Make no mistake, that shit will fuck you up like nothing else. It's no laughing matter. Here's what you need to realize though. Splitting up with your girlfriend doesn't just happen. There are always warning signs. It's like a dam breaking. The entire process starts out with one tiny little crack. Over time, this crack grows bigger and bigger until you hit the point of no return. And once that happens, the whole thing collapses all at once. You have no idea she's unhappy until the day you get dumped. So here's what I'm trying to say here. Invisible cracks spread across your relationship and you can't see them until it's too late. To avoid a breakup, you'll need to see those cracks as they start to form. In this video, you'll learn how to see those cracks in your relationship and stop a breakup from happening. Before we proceed, however, I need a huge favor from you. Could you help me out by clicking the like button? Click like because that will motivate me to make more of these videos for you in the future. Go click like now. I'll wait here. Clicked like? Thank you. Let's continue, alright? Here's the point I was trying to make. Most breakups follow a definite pattern. And with what you're about to learn in this video, you can identify this pattern and save the relationship before you get dumped. You see, before the breakup happens, your relationship will go through 4 different stages. So let's start with the first stage. Breakup stage number 1, the cool off. Remember when you first started dating and couldn't get enough of each other? The feeling between the two of you was white hot and electric. You made love twice a day, plus 3 times on Sundays. You engaged in copious amounts of PDA, or public display of affection, if you're not familiar with the term. Sadly, that's a thing of the past. Now you're like a boring middle-aged couple that's been married for 20 years and hasn't had sex for almost that long. So to know if you're at breakup stage number 1, ask yourself this question. Has she stopped being physical with you? Breakup stage number 2, cracks start appearing. You used to be like 2 peas in a pod, but not anymore. Now it seems like she's impossible to get along with. You bicker over stupid, trivial things. Plus, there's a permanent underlying current of tension. That's not all. She's rude and seems to have lost all respect for you as a man. No matter what you do, she won't play ball. And you can feel an almost unbearable strain starting to grow in your relationship. Are you at breakup stage number 2? Well, ask yourself this. Have you stopped getting along with her? Breakup stage number 3. Cracks start spreading. Now comes the point where she no longer wants to spend time with you. Previously, the two of you were inseparable. You were joined at the hip and spent every moment together. But now, days go by without you seeing her. And all of a sudden, she's making excuses not to hang out or spend time together. And anytime you text or call, she's with somebody else and will see you tomorrow. So ask yourself this. Has she stopped spending time with you? If she has, then you're at breakup stage number 3. Breakup stage number 4. The dam bursts. At this point, you've stopped being physical with her. There's an unbearable level of friction between the two of you. Plus, you barely see her anymore. And on top of all this, it doesn't seem as if she cares or wants to do anything about it. It's almost as if you've broken up. It's just not official yet. In fact, you pretty much have. You're like a guy on death row, waiting for the day of your execution. The day she calls you up and says, "We need to talk." This is the moment just before the dam breaks. This is the danger point where you can go forward or fall apart. Now listen up because this is really important. Even if you're at breakup stage number 4, it's not too late. You can go back to the way things were before. Actually, with what you're going to learn, you can make things better than they were before. But how do you do this? The first thing you need to realize is that time is of the essence in this type of situation. Your relationship is on life support and needs drastic and immediate attention. This means you don't have time to memorize complex seduction systems or learn funny pickup artist tricks. And you sure as hell don't have time to mess around with mainstream dating advice, like that crap you get on Oprah or Dr. Phil. Look, I won't sugarcoat this to make it sound better for you. The truth is that you fucked up, and you need something drastic that works. Forget about lame-ass get your ex back tricks. It's time to bring out the big guns, like mind control. Here's the deal. With just a few simple mind control techniques, you can evoke her emotions and then manipulate them in your favor. Yes, manipulate. At times like this, there's no need to be politically correct. The truth is that if you want to reverse the breakup, you'll need to put her under control and manipulate her emotions. And yes, you might not like this. You may even think it sounds evil or immoral. But the fact is that the easiest and most direct route to her heart is with mind control. And let's be honest, most women in your position wouldn't even think twice about doing this on men. If anything, women are more manipulative than men when it comes to love and relationships. So the only question is this: how bad do you want this relationship? Or what are you willing to do to prevent your breakup? Because no matter what you think, mind control techniques do work, and they work really well. Mind control tactics like fractionation are the fastest and easiest ways to get under a woman's skin. They will allow you to rekindle your relationship and reinvent your romance in no time at all. And so with these mind control tactics, you can quickly get your relationship back to the way it was. Not only that, you can make things even better than they were before. Sounds good, right? Okay, so here's what you need to do. I want you to watch this video up until the end where you'll find a link. This link goes to an online masterclass where you'll learn how to use mind control techniques like fractionation on women. Click on that link and follow the instructions for an invite to the masterclass. When used correctly, fractionation can get a woman under your control, enslave her, and make her fall in love with you far quicker than the usual pickup artist tricks. I have to warn you though that it is not possible to undo the effects of fractionation. Once you have enslaved a woman using this technique, dumping her will cause irreparable damage to her psychology. Therefore, please use this technique responsibly and ethically. To learn how you can use Shogun method and fractionation to manipulate a woman's mind and enslave her to you emotionally, go to fractionationhypnosis.com or click on this link right now.